3 days after telling me I was a disappointment who will never amount to anything, my mom posted online about her perfect son graduating with honors. It wasn't me. Then she called saying, "We're throwing him a huge party. You're paying for the catering. Do it, dolari do it now." When I asked, why would I pay for that? She yelled, "Because you owe us for existing." I just laughed and said, I don't know, you be glad I stayed this long. That night, I did something I promised I never would. Now, they're panicking, blowing on my phone. Mom's in tears. She can't breathe. He refuses to go on stage without you. Just come back. Would do anything. Okay, so this is mostly just me needing to vent. But like, if you've ever had parents who straight up forget you exist unless they want something, maybe you'll get it. I'm not looking for therapy advice, just FYI. So, I noticed something weird a few days ago, right after graduation season started up. My mom's one of those who posts every single thing on Facebook like it's her full-time job. But this time, she went all out. There's this picture of my brother Wesley in his cap and gown. Huge post about how proud how her perfect son is graduating with honors and how she couldn't be happier as a mother. Whole thing is public, too, like she wants everyone to see. Obviously, I'm not in any of the pics. Not one mention of me or my graduation last month. Not a tag. Not even a congrats to both my boys. Nothing. That's just how it is, though. What gets me is it's not even like Wesley's some genius or something. He's just loud. Always has to be the center of everything. And Mom eats it up. I've always been the one who just keeps my head down. Tries not to rock the boat so I can save money and get out. But she's got this thing about him. Always has. I guess it's because he looks more like her side. And he's always been that kid who will say what she wants to hear. You know, like she needs him to play the golden child, so she can show off. I'm just there, I guess. So anyway, I see this post, and NGL. I'm annoyed, but whatever. It's not new. I don't even really use Facebook, but my cousin Angela sent me a screenshot like, WTF? Is this about? And I just laughed it off. I figure it would blow over, but then literally 3 days later, I'm in the kitchen and Mom comes in. All business. Looks at me like I'm some employee she's about to fire. She starts in with the usual, "Why can't I be more like Wesley? I'm lazy. I'm selfish." She's disappointed. All that. I just let her go off. I'm not really listening at this point. I just scroll my phone and try not to say anything that'll set her off worse. I guess I should have seen what was coming, but honestly, I was just tired. So, she finishes, and then as I'm about to leave, she blocks the door and says, "You know, we're throwing a huge party for Wesley's graduation. We want it to be special, and you're paying for the catering." Not asking. She says it like it's just a given. Like, obviously, I'm going to drop $2,000 on food for a party I'm not even invited to. I literally laugh and ask her what she's talking about. Why would I pay for that? And she straight up yells that I owe them for existing. Like, that's a real thing a person can say. She's not even embarrassed. I'm just mad that I'm not already handing her my card. At that point, it's like something just broke in my head. I mean, I've put up with years of this. Her acting like I'm this burden, like I'm in the way. Like, nothing I do is ever enough. I pay rent. I pay my own bills. I barely eat their food. I do my own laundry. I even run errands for her half the time. But apparently, that's not enough. I'm supposed to just write a check for $2,000, so Wesley can have his day and she can post more proud mom pics. It's always Wesley. Always. I call her out. I say I'm not paying. She starts yelling louder. My dad comes in and does his usual. Just stands there and tells me to stop making things difficult. He never actually picks a side, but he'll always back her up to keep the peace. I don't even bother arguing with him. No point. Wesley wasn't even around. He was probably out with friends or hiding in his room playing games, pretending he doesn't hear anything. That's his thing. He acts like he's above all this, but he's the first one to go running to Mom if he needs money or needs someone to fight his battles. So, she gets in my face, actually pushes me, which, yeah, that's new. Like, she's never gotten physical before, but I guess she really wanted to make her point. I step back, and she tries to block me again, so I just walk around her. She slams the door behind me. I hear her still yelling, but I'm done. I go out to the garage just to get away for a sec. I'm so pissed, I can't even think straight. I guess I kind of expected this, but it still throws me when it actually happens. Fast forward a few hours. Group chat with the family starts blowing up. Apparently, Mom's already told everyone that I refuse to help with Wesley's party and how hurt she is. I get a couple texts from my aunt asking what happened. I don't answer. Not worth it. I know how this goes. If I say anything, it just gets spun around and I'm the bad guy again. Always. Then, not even a day later, she calls me at work. She says she needs the money immediately. The catering people need a deposit, and she already gave them my name, so it's on me if anything gets canceled. I tell her again, I'm not paying, and she just loses it. Full on screaming this time. Says I'm ungrateful. I'm a failure, that I owe them for putting up with me all these years. I'm not proud of it, but I laughed. I just laughed and said, I don't know you be glad I stayed this long. She hangs up on me. I get home, and it's dead silent. Dad won't even look at me. Mom's in her room, slamming drawers. I hear her on the phone, probably telling her friends what a monster I am. Wesley finally shows up for doesn't say a word. Just gives me this look like I ruined his life. He's always gotten that from that whole "you're ruining everything" vibe. I don't care anymore. I'm not paying for his party. I'm not paying for anything. I'm not even going. I know she thinks she can just guilt me into caving, but honestly, I'm over it. I'm done being the backup plan. I don't owe them anything. Not after all this. The funny part is I actually had some money set aside for something else. But now she's not seeing a cent from she can explain to everyone why there's no food at her perfect son's party. I'm not bailing her out again. I don't even care if they kick me out at this point. I'm not letting them walk all over me. If they want a war, fine. I can play that game. And I'm not the one who's going to lose this time. Next part, I'll tell you what happened when things started to really go sideways. Let's just say Mom's big day didn't go the way she wanted. Update 1. So, like after the whole "you owe us for existing" thing, I thought maybe they'd just stew for a while and leave me alone. That's what usually happens. I just keep my head down, listen to music, stay out of the way, and let them cool off. But this time, nah. Mom's got that look like she's ready to make this her whole identity. It's the morning after. I'm just making a bagel, and she comes in already on the phone, talking super loud about how some people don't appreciate family. I try not to react, but she keeps glancing at me like she wants to fight. I go to take my shower, and when I get out, my phone has like 10 missed calls, all from some number I don't know. Turns out she gave the catering place my number after all, and now they're texting me about my confirmed order and asking for a deposit. I'm not even surprised, TBH, just annoyed. I screenshot it, send it to her, and tell her to fix it herself. She leaves me on read. I think she thought I'd just panic and pay up to make it go away, but I'm not that easy. About an hour later, Dad gets home, and now he's stomping around, slamming drawers. He barely talks to me unless something's broken or he needs help moving furniture. But this time, he calls me into the living room and tells me I'm disrespecting the family and I need to step up and be a man. He says if I'm not going to pay for the party, maybe I shouldn't live there anymore. Maybe it's time I figure things out on my own. I just stare at him. I know he's just parroting whatever Mom said. He always does this. He acts tough, but won't actually kick me out. BC, he knows it'll look bad to her friends. Still, I don't say anything. He gets up, mutters something about how I'm pushing my luck, and leaves. I hear him in the garage yelling at something, probably his phone. Mom comes back in and starts up again, saying she's never been so disappointed that I'm ruining my brother's big day, that all she wanted was for the family to look good for. She's got this thing about appearances, like she needs everyone online to think she's the best mom ever, and having a perfect party for Wesley is her big chance. She says she already invited half the neighborhood and some people from church. And if it falls apart, it's all on me. She gets right up in my face, tries to shove me again. I sidestep and she hits the table instead. Then she tells me I'm not allowed at the party if I'm not going to help. I just tell her I wasn't planning on it. Honestly, at this point, I'm not even hurt, just mad. Like really mad. I can't even scroll my phone without getting more texts from family, my aunt, my cousin, even some old family friend who I haven't seen in years. All of them asking what's going on, why I'm being difficult. I know exactly who's feeding them this story. I reply with the screenshots, just the catering stuff and her last few texts. Nothing else. Not trying to make myself look good, just letting them see I'm not making this up. Some of them believe me, some don't. My cousin just sends LMAO classic Janice, which fair. So I go to my room and just sit there, T.